Hello, good evening everyone. I just came back from Discovering My Wings event by Andrea Martins and I am so full. So this video is actually inspired by my aha moment at this event that made me understand the power of positive thinking. So today I wanted to talk to us about how to use positive thinking to make the impossible possible. My name is Jane Enke and I am the founder of Caregiver to CEO Academy, and I own and operate multiple family style assisted living, and I teach caregivers and healthcare professionals who wants to start a business that is rewarding and creates wealth on how to start their own. There are many tasks in this world that you may find impossible to do. As parents, we know that. Even at our workplace, perhaps maybe you lack even the ability to do certain things, or maybe you think you don't possess the necessary skills to achieve them. I mean, we have so many things that God has deposited in our lives to do. But our thinking makes us believe that we cannot do this. But today, I wanted us to change that. Maybe you even have low self-esteem. I did. And maybe you think you could never possibly achieve anything great in your life. Some people in your life may make you believe that. What you have not realized is that obstacles, mental obstacles, are the things speaking negativity into your life. You have to overcome this if you want to proceed in life. If you want to make it, you have to change the way you think. Most people hold themselves back from accomplishing their goals because they tell themselves that they will never succeed at anything. I used to tell myself that I am very careless. Oh, I can never do anything right. Well, somebody said it to me, and guess what? I began to believe it. And I never tried to do anything. So sometimes you don't try to do anything because you believe you will not succeed in them. So because you don't try, you never know whether you could succeed or not. If you can only tell yourself that you could succeed at anything you do, which is why I'm doing this, because I want people to begin to think in that positive light. If you can tell yourself that I can succeed in anything that I want to do because God has given me the power to succeed, you have to move away from the habit of thinking negatively about yourself. A lot of people think negatively about themselves. And why do you think that is? That could be because someone has told you negative things about yourself. Maybe you've been used to listening to negative criticism of other people, and then you let those criticisms define who you are. If you are in a negative environment filled up with negative people, then you will likely become a victim of negative thinking. And this, you being a victim, is like a victim of your own self, because you are the one now that is taking what all these negative people have told you, and now you are using this against yourself. You cannot be around people that always thinks that you cannot make it in life. I have experienced this myself, and I was stuck for 13 years. The people who negatively criticize you are often people who haven't accomplished anything, and they don't want you to accomplish anything. These are the people that gave up on their own dreams, and they don't want you to achieve yours. So they want to prevent you from accomplishing your own dream. They want to prevent you from accomplishing anything. And sometimes it's in order for them to feel better about themselves. They just want to feel better. They just want to feel like, oh, well, we are all in the same boat. No, you're not in the same boat. You have to use positive thinking to get yourself to where you are destined to be. You cannot be in the same boat with somebody that thinks negatively about themselves and about you. You are different. You don't have to be a victim of people that are already down, people that are not working in their dreams, and they just want to keep you from not working in your dream. So the trick on how to use positive thinking to make the impossible possible is to develop a positive mindset about yourself and what you can achieve in life. I mean, after today, I am so strong about seeing how much impact positive thinking can make in your life, even in the life of your generation. Because if you can think positively about yourself, you can pass this on to your generation. Positive thinking has to come from the inside of you. It cannot come from outside. Do not look towards other people to give you positive reinforcement because it's hard to find. It's hard to find people that can actually stand behind you and say, you go. I mean, I've received a lot of encouragement, but it's actually hard for me to get to that point whereby I can think positively about myself. If you were to become dependent on other people's positive reinforcement, then you will just end up in a slump when that reinforcement vanishes. Because sometimes people that will give you positive reinforcement, when they see you moving up, they begin to get maybe jealous, and the positive reinforcement will stop. So what happens to you then? So that is why you must stop caring about what other people think of you, whether it is good or bad. The only person you should be concerned about is yourself. And this is what most of the speakers emphasize today at the Discovering My Wings. I mean, actually, after this event, I discovered the rest of my wings. Okay, so the only person you should be concerned about is yourself. Then work hard to better yourself at whatever you want to accomplish. If the thing you want to accomplish seems impossible, remember, we're talking about using the positive thinking to make the impossible possible. Even if whatever you want to accomplish seems impossible, work towards it anyways. Yep, work towards it anyway. Do not think about the odds of succeeding. Just go out there and give it your best. And more importantly, do not be afraid of failure. Oh my God. Yes, do not be afraid of failure. I just know this because in my business, I have failed in many areas. And if I'm afraid of failure, I won't be taking some of the steps I take today. So I've decided not to be afraid of failure. I just go out there and do what I want to do. In fact, you should look forward to failure. This is something that I just learned newly. You look forward to failure because failing is how you learn and grow as a person. I've learned from my failures. I've learned from the mistakes I made in my business, and these things have helped me grow. The more you learn from failing, the more you'll be able to accomplish the impossible. So never let failing keep you down. It can only bring you up. Failure can always bring you up because you're going to learn from it. So today, I just encourage you. Always think positively about yourself. Don't stay around people that gives you negative criticism. Don't stay around people that think because they haven't achieved this, you cannot achieve this. Again, my name is Jane Enke. I am the author of State of the Gift Within, a book that will help you find your passion and turn it into business. And I'm also the founder of GetTech Assisted Living, whereby we provide family-style assisted living home for the seniors. And you can follow me on social media, on Twitter, Jane Enke Inspires, on LinkedIn, Jane Enke Inspires, on Instagram, Jane Enke Inspires, on Facebook, Jane Enke Inspires. Thank you for joining, and remember, you can use positive thinking to make the impossible possible. Peace. Have a good night.